Hello, Sag, and welcome to your Astrology for Growth reading for the month of January. This is an intuitive reading to help you have a different perspective on the themes and the lessons that you're going to be learning and integrating this month. I also wanted to let you know to check out the description below. It's got some links for you, links to the extendeds, as well as to information about my other services, if you'd like to check that out. I've got a new deck and I'm shuffling it very carefully because the cards are a little bit delicate. But let's go ahead. Actually, I think we're going to start with this new deck. So let's go ahead and get the theme for Sagittarius, please. All right, two cards coming out for you. We have Clear Out the Old and Expansion. Oh, these are great Sagittarius cards, aren't they? In fact, they're really similar colors. Okay, so the place we start with these cards is about there's a natural order to growth, expansion, as well as contraction. So you're always in this cycle of growth and evolution and moving. But at this time, it's very important that you realize what part of the growth cycle you're in. And you're in this clearing out the old. Now, I love this about this card because it's got so much in it. It has, I think, sort of graveyard-esque to me right there. It's also got this key to an ancient time. We've got Stonehenge up there with a clock. There's like a sundial thing happening. And then we've also got this wisdom through to the cosmic knowledge. So anyway, before we get carried away with this card, clearing out the old is talking about releasing the past on as many levels as you can. Releasing the perception about things not working out, things being wrong, everything not being the way you wanted in the past. Letting go of that. Letting go of any material possessions that don't match with your current life or with the life and the dreams that you want to build. So, take that to mean whatever it is for you. A lot of this has to do with the way that you see your space. So if you see yourself going on adventures, or if you see yourself expanding or having space for new things, but yet you've got clutter around you, you've got old stuff or things that just don't really work with you anymore, this is a perfect time to get a jump start on the spring cleaning. But as you do that on the physical level, this also needs to be done on the emotional level and the internal level. This is really about spring cleaning of the soul, letting go of anything that just doesn't work for you anymore. So if you find yourself wanting to grow, but you're holding on to something stagnant, if you're holding on to anything that keeps you in a negative pattern, returning to that same spot again, if you find yourself in a thought loop and you end at the same destination, then you're just going around a maze, right? You're not actually growing. You're moving, but you're not growing. So if you find yourself coming back to the same thought or the same conclusion, running those loops over and over, that is a signal that it's time to shift something. You've got to change either the way you're thinking about it, change your I don't want to say like manage your expectations, but really revisit what is being asked, revisit that desire. Is it truly right for you? Does it really work for you, or is it just a broken record? I don't know why that's funny to me right now, but I think it's funny because I was trying to describe broken record and I was going around and around in circles instead of just saying that word to you, those words to you, broken record. There's something else it's the expansion card. What else is in the expansion card? There's so much in there, isn't there? This is also about, I feel that this is about mending old kind of differences or rifts. And it doesn't necessarily have to do with engaging with another person, but it's mending it within yourself. This is also the energy of forgiveness. Who is it that needs to be forgiven? Because if you're holding on to any grudges, or you find yourself returning to the same thoughts about the same people, there is an energy that's asking to be released. And so the question you need to ask is, what did they teach me? What lesson did these people teach me? What did they show me about myself? Because a lot of times the self is a mirror, right? Or the other is a mirror for the self, okay? So if I'm drawing people to me that don't have integrity, that means that I'm not being completely integral with myself. I'm not having a true integrity with myself. If I'm drawing people to me that seem broken, then there's something in me that's broken. And if there's something about someone I can't stand, maybe, they seem just so superficial or whatever, then there's something superficial in me. So what was this person illuminating for you? Because there's something about, she's almost a centaur figure. She's riding on a deer, and she's connecting to this kind of ancestral energy here. So this is about reconnecting with the past, but asking for healing, asking for forgiveness from yourself for the past. Okay? And then it's like these balloons. I love these balloons here. That's the release, right? Then you're open. Then you have this freedom. So Sag, this is a long way of saying cleaning out the old to make space for the new on as many levels as you can. Thought levels, mental attachment levels, emotional attachment levels, and then back down to the possessions. So, if there's anything that you have that reminds you of an old self that you don't want to be anymore, it may be time to let that possession go and find a different home for it. Ask, bless it, thank you for it, thank it for its time in your life, but kind of like anything else, a belief, a person that needs to be released. There's something about materials right now. I think it's because we're cleaning out Capricorn season, going into Aquarius, and Capricorn is that earth sign. So materials mean something, possessions mean something right now. Okay, Sag. It's funny, I say tarot reading and we've drawn some oracle cards. So let's see if we can get some tarot for you. What else does Sag need to know for this month? Okay, not very many cards coming for you. 5 of Fire, 6 of Air. Okay, now I think these are good indications to me. This is a good message. It's that you've got a lot coming at you, perhaps a lot of challenges arising, but you're dealing with them gracefully, and you're dealing with them kind of one at a time. Look, I want to get a card for you. Okay, you've got the Fool. This is the card representing you right now. So what this is saying to me, Sag, is that you have this new beginning opening for you, and you have this new start, and you're ready for this grand adventure that you're about to start. And I can't say that it won't come without challenges, but what this says to me is that although you're being challenged to stand up for yourself, and you're being challenged to, what are you being challenged to do? It's trust. You're being challenged to trust. That's the combination of these energies here. You're being challenged to trust that you are moving on, that you are moving to the next stage of your journey. So Sag, this month isn't going to feel like that big adventure with lots of different things happening, or lots of stimuli, or lots of things. That's not what we're doing. We're housekeeping, the clearing out the old so that you can expand. All right, Because there's nothing worse than going on a vacation with clothes that don't work for the weather that you're going to have, right? Let's say you're going to the tropics and you've packed all sweaters. That's not going to do you any good. But that's the effect of trying to step into the new while still holding on to the old. So this is about trusting that you are being brought to the place where you need to go, as long as you are sensitive to what's asking for you to let go, as long as you're sensitive to what needs to be released. Journaling is going to be very important for you right now. The written word just kind of came into my head. So journaling is something that you definitely need to be doing actively so that you can see. I think that's part of that tangible thing, because words in a journal, it kind of makes them tangible. It gets it out of the thought. So when you write it down, you see, oh yeah, I'm clearing out this. Oh yeah, I'm clearing out that. It holds you to it more than when you just think about, oh yeah, I've done it. So actually writing out what you're releasing. Okay, is there anything else that wants to come out before we jump to the extended? Okay, one more Druid card. Three of Wands. Again, we're looking at, these two are very similar energies. We're looking out at the adventure, but we're not on the adventure yet. But we're about to take it. We're about to start traveling. But the Three of Wands is also saying to you, set up your future. Really set up the way you want your future to be now. And that's part of the possessions thing that you're looking at. What is going to come with you? What's going to come with you on this new journey? Let's say you could start over all again, get rid of everything. What would you keep? And what would you say, yeah, maybe not so much anymore? Anything else with this Three of Wands? Okay, I'm sorry, there's another message in here. We're just going to have to sit with it for a second. What is the other message? This is a journey to deeper trust with the self. And Sagittarius, usually you're so confident with your intuition, but this is something more. This is a deeper level of, this is going to end up releasing a lot from, if you have a people-pleasing problem or a people-pleasing thing, this is going to release a lot of that. This is a journey to deeper trust with yourself. And so when you have a deeper trust with yourself, you know that every step is deliberate. You're not doing anything foolhardily, right? You're not just falling off the cliff. You're not having to backtrack, not having to go off and then come back. This is going to give you, this whole process you're going through is about developing that deeper sense of knowing exactly who you are and what you want in every situation without having to question. I had this card on the floor, and there's something in it that looks like you're going into like a cave, or you're going into a journey. It reminds me of that journey into the underworld where you can't trust yourself because it's a new place that it doesn't work the same as the other world. But this is saying that you're going to be able to go into those places, into those darker places where you may not find the light so easily, but you're going to have a total trust of yourself. That's what this journey really is about, Sag. It's about increasing a deeper, unshakable trust with yourself. Okay, I'm going to continue to pull messages and cards for you in the extended. If you'd like to follow me over there, you're more than welcome to. All you have to do is click the first link in the description below. If not, thank you so much for sharing this part of your journey with me and allowing me the opportunity to participate in it. I do love doing these readings for you, and I'm always fascinated by the messages that come out. So thanks again so much, and I'll see you soon.